Whether or not free will is true, I do not know. But in an objective sense, it might not be true, but in a figurative sense, I'm going to treat it as true. In the same way as a gun is always loaded if it's pointed at your face, right? So I'm going to act as if I'm free. I'm going to act as if everything that I'm doing is of my own volition. Friedrich Nietzsche is one of the most famous philosophers of all time. He's constantly quoted. He's probably quoted in your English class. You probably hate hearing his name at this point. But why is he worshipped in the way he is? Why is he spoken of so much? And it's because Friedrich Nietzsche denied fundamentals. He doesn't stand on the backs of others. He stands on the ground. I mean, truly, he was a free thinker, like no other. Without free thought, new thought, there is nothing keeping us from just being memories repeated, mere mirrors of our formers. We must be different. We have to deny everything to learn anything. So how did they do it, right? How did these great free thinkers come up with such new ideas when there's been thousands of years of ideas being passed on and repeated, and oh, I think I have this new idea and somebody thought of it 100 years ago. So how did they do it, right? An original thinker is created in their differences from their peers, from the average man or woman. It's a free thinker is just a normal human being who decided to do different things and go about life in a different way that allowed them to be free to go against the grain, you could say. In Ecce Homo, Nietzsche advised against thought that didn't come to one while moving in the open air. For this reason, he went on up to 8-hour-long walks every day. He believed that there was something about the outdoors, there was something about these walks in silence and without others around that make your mind flourish. All that's around you is what you've already seen. So there's no new thoughts just about like your surroundings. So it is a perfect time to be free, to have free thought. Another person who was very well-known free thinker is Nikola Tesla. I mean, he invented things that people weren't even comprehending at the time, like things that you probably couldn't cognate if you saw it on a piece of paper. Nikola Tesla was famously quoted as sleeping for only 2 hours a day. I'm not saying you should copy him, but instead I want you to see the formula. Differentiate yourself from the average man and you can be free. As I said before, you should deny everything, deny all fundamentals. You should, as Nietzsche puts it, put morality into your mouth and clench down on it with your teeth. Deny everything, right? One way that Socrates created like free thinking and just like almost like overthinking was the Socratic method, right? So question everything. So I went on a walk today. Why'd you go on a walk? Oh, because I wanted to get exercise. Why do you want to get exercise? Oh, because I want to stay in shape. Why do you want to stay in shape? Oh, because I want to look good. I want to be more healthy. Why do you want to be more healthy? And then you could do that forever, right? And it makes you question why you do anything at all, right? It makes you go, what is really important, right? Because maybe, right, you realize that you don't really care about whatever that like final reason is. You don't really care about whatever that final question that person asked, right? You don't really care about the answer. So then why are you going on the walk at all? Yeah, I mean, I think incorporating any differences in the normal person can really help with free thought. I've been going on walks, reading a lot. I'm trying to read at like a Cambridge level, so like a book a week. That's been helping a lot. I've noticed significant like cognitive benefits in like my memory and overall just like comprehension of speech, doing better in school, stuff like that. And yeah, I think again, I think I've said this many times. It is a endlessly motivational journey with philosophy and growth and intelligence, and I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think that I've finally found something that truly makes me feel complete without any presumptions behind it. I think that's a beautiful thing. But yeah, I would just say try to put free thinking at the utmost importance. You know, that should be something that you should be trying to do all the time, because what if only your brain can have a thought that changes the world? What if only your neurons, what if only the neuroplasticity that you were born with, your particular brain, that is the only one that can change the world. And you just decide to sit there and think the same way, think the same things that your formers have thought, think the same things that your peers have thought. We are not looking for memorization. We are not looking for repetition. We are looking for intelligence. We are looking for vast free thinking that is completely different from anything that has ever been thought of before. Because if not, then it's barely a thought at all. I mean, it's just repetition. And I don't want to think like that. Yes, I will read books. Yes, I will think about what other people have thought about. But go on a walk, man. You know? You have your brain for a reason. Your brain is you. Use it.